must have all used UPI payments at some point or the other to transfer money immediately. Now, UPI has become the fastest growing payments mode in the country. But a new UPI innovation has come to light called the UPI ATM that offers cardless cash withdrawals. This was showcased by NPCI for the very first time at the ongoing, or in fact just closed, Global Fintech Fest in Mumbai. Dubbed as India's first UPI ATM, the new feature eliminates the need to carry a physical ATM card and is actually being hailed by many internet users a game changer. On Thursday, Union Minister Piyush Goyal posted a video on X, formerly Twitter, that showcased Ravisutanjani, a financial influencer, demonstrating how to withdraw cash from an ATM using UPI. Well, Ravisutanjani is joining us here to show us what he did and why that video made him famous. Ravi, thanks very much for taking time out. Let's quickly begin by understanding. Firstly, congratulations. I think it's not every day that we get to hear and we get to try on a very new innovation, and you become one of the first few individuals to have done that and to have showcased it to the world how it's done.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for having me again on the show. Glad to be back on News 9. Indeed, it's a proud moment for Indian fintech and also so many Indians, right? NPCI has recently introduced a new form factor where users can make withdrawal from ATM machines without even need of a debit card. So just like you scan and pay to nearby, shops or send money to your friends. Similarly, you can scan a QR code at any supporting UPI ATM and you can get the cash dispensed out of it. But there are so many other innovations that regulator and fintech companies have shared in the Global Fintech Fest 2023. So absolutely proud moment, yeah.
All right, and NPCI also introduced LITE X along with another UPI-led innovation. What do they mean? There's a whole, a bouquet of offers that NPCI has made. What does it mean for the future of payments for an average person?
So the fundamental difference how India is shaping our fintech landscape, not just for country, but also setting an inspiration for other countries across the globe, that we are focusing more on inclusion and trying to make everyone part of this ecosystem and not just some top 1% or 5%. For example, there are four, or I would say five new features that got introduced on the top of UPI, or I would say on the layer of UPI. And I'll try to explain into step by step for the benefit of audience. So one is credit line on UPI. So just like you link your bank account and RuPay credit cards on UPI, you can also link your credit line that will be extended by banks to selected customers in phases. And you can make payments using your credit line to any supporting UPI merchant. So this also solves a big problem of affordability for millions of Indians who don't have a credit card necessarily, but credit can give them, an edge to become more participative when it comes to financial ecosystem. Then you have conversational payment, which is a very interesting development coming from NPCI, where you can make payments by using your voice. So just like send 100 rupees to Papa or send 100 rupees to Rakesh Kumar, and the money will be sent from your linked bank account without even using the phone. Obviously, there will be a security and authentication that will take place. Similarly, you can make bill payment using voice, pay my electricity bill. And just after a confirmation, your electricity bill can be paid post a voice confirmation. The UPI LITE X feature you're talking about, again, it solves a big problem of inclusiveness among Indian audiences, where even a feature phone using NFC near field communication technology, they can transact with each other without even need of an internet connection. Simply put, two phone that supports NFC. You can also paste a sticker that was introduced in the Global Fintech Fest itself, and transaction can be done by tapping two phone or tapping the phone into a smart POS machine, and once the phone is back on the internet, the actual debit happens on the account. The last and I think very innovative feature coming from NPCI again is tap and pay on UPI. So just like you tap your debit card, prepaid card, or a credit card on the POS machine, similarly now UPI is going live on tap and pay infrastructure. So it will make payments more easier, for anyone either who have NFC in their smartphone, or they can paste a tag in their smartphone and they can make a payment out of it. So having said that, all of these points, not only making India on top of global fintech innovation across the world, but at the same time, we are making financial accessible for everyone. Yeah,
right.
Shweta.
Ravi, the only thing I wanted to ask you is this: the one other innovation that they're wanting to use UPI for is the CBDC, the central bank digital currency, which is in its pilot stage right now. The retail pilots are going on. I don't know if you've been one of those who've been invited for these retail pilots, but talk to us. The question is, in my mind, when I talk about UPI and UPI QR code being used for making e-rupee payments, is that when you have UPI, why do you need e-rupee? So I'm just asking, if, your thoughts on the subject.
I will certainly take that up, and I think India is also one of the country to have and develop their own CBDC. In fact, Honorable Governor itself has, shared some insights on CBDC with numbers. So, if I remember correctly, as of August 31st, there are more than 13 lakhs users live on CBDC, and over 3 lakh merchants are live. And the best part about India CBDC is that it's going to be interoperable with UPI infrastructure and network. Simply put, if you have access to RBI's digital currency or digital rupee, you may be able to make payment on any UPI supporting merchant QR code using the digital rupee. That is a I have been part of the beta from early days in using CBDC of 3 banks currently. Adoption will take some time, and RBI is expecting over 1 million transactions per day by end of December 2023. The benefit, if I am particularly talking about, and in fact I'll be sharing more insights on my Twitter, is that while UPI is going to link with, you can link with your bank account, credit card, and now with credit lines, and there are wallets and PPI. At the same time, CBDC solves a big problem statement. So just like you carry cash in your pocket, you can load CBDC into your wallet that is being issued by banks in phases. Currently, that is still in beta. Once the public rollout will be completed, everyone will get access to transact in digital rupee. But when you use UPI, you have multiple entries in your bank account. But similarly, when you use CBDC for making payments, the money is loaded in your wallet, and it gets transferred to the beneficiary. It can be on P2P transfer or on merchant transfer, right? So you are not having hundreds or 50 or 10 odd different entries in your bank account, and also reducing load on the server. So every time when you make a transaction using UPI, there are multiple intermediaries involved in between, right? Same is not the case with CBDC. So these are some of the benefit, but yeah, having said that, interoperability is going to be a very major factor for CBDC with UPI.
Right, Ravi, lovely hearing your thoughts on the subject, but also we're requesting you, we have a wonderful documentary out on the same. We're calling it the Dilemmas of a Digital Currency on the e-rupee. It's a documentary that we have on our OTT platform News 9 Plus, requesting you to watch and share your thoughts on it on Twitter if you can. Lovely listening to you, who's been part of retail pilots for e-rupee, talking about it. Great having you on the show.
Absolutely, Ravi. Thanks so much for taking time out once again. It's so lovely to have a young person like you, not just innovating, testing those innovations. I wish I were a part of that, but I think we're seeing history in making.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Shweta and Krishnakumar. Always a pleasure to talk with you. It's more important for people like me and people like you to educate a lot of retail audiences who don't understand nitty-gritties, but we are here to simplify a lot of these things for us. So until next time, thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you.